So today we're going to work on YLOC second grade worksheet and it's lesson 18. So we're going to first tell time to 5 minutes. So here's the explanation. So it says it takes 5 minutes for the minute hand to move from number to number. And so this picture is an example. So it says 5 minutes. It takes 5 minutes for the minute hand to move from number to number, right? So, and this picture is showing this small tick marks over here shows the 5 minutes that are taken in order for the minute hand to move from 1 to 1. So this longer one is the minute hand and the shorter one is the hour. This is 5 minutes over here. And this is another 5. This is another 5. So if we keep on adding, it's going to be 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. And again, it becomes 12 o'clock here. So each is 5 minutes. And then now it says, remember, there are 60 minutes in 1 hour. Therefore, there are 30 minutes in a half an hour. So this is the whole 60 minutes, and 60 minutes is 1 hour, and this is half an hour, right? Half an hour, which means that it's going to be 30 minutes. Okay. Then here's an example. It says write the time, and then we can see that the hour hand is a little bit over 9. That means it's still going to be at 9 o'clock. So we have to first write 9 over here. This is the hour one. And this is going to represent the minute. Right? Okay, so since it's a little bit over 9, we have to write 9 over here. And then it says there is 5 and then 10. If you add 5 more, it's 10, right? So it's 10 minutes. So we have to write 10 on the minute side. So the answer is going to be 9:10. Now let's look at number 1. So we have to write the time. It's the same thing. So let's look at it. This one is still a little bit over 9. It's not here. It's not there. It's not more than 10. So if it did not pass 10, that means it's still at 9. Right? Okay. And then, so we have to write 9 on the hour side. And then we have 5, 10, and 15 minutes. So we have to write 15. 9:15 is the answer for number 1. And now let's look at number 4 then. So for number 4, it's still at 9. It got a little bit higher, right? The hour hand got a little bit higher, but it's still at 9. It didn't pass 10, so it's still at 9. And here's the minute hand. So 5. If you count 5 like these little tick marks, there's 5 minutes every once over here. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 16. So it was still at 9. But we have to first write 9 on the hour side, and then now we counted that there's 30 minutes, right? 30 minutes. So we have to write 30 on the minute side. So the answer is going to be 9:30. And then for this page, lastly, let's try number 5. So it got a little bit more higher, but it's still at 9. And if you look at this, it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and 35. So if you don't want to add every time 5, 10, then you could also do, since there is 5 tick marks in every one of them, each of them, if we, for example, if we can't see this, then we can just look at this one. So see how the minute hand is pointing at 7. So since there is 5 tick marks for each, we can just multiply it by 7 and 5. So it's going to be 35, right? So for example, if the minute hand was pointing at 9, then we can just do 9 times 5, because there's 5 tick marks in each, so it's going to be 45. Yeah. And now, since there's 35 minutes and it's still at 9, it didn't pass 10, so it's going to be 9:35. Yeah, so 9:35 is going to be the answer. But what if the minute tick mark, hand is not directly pointing at the whole number? Like, for example, what if this one was pointing at this? Then, since 7 is 35, you have to add 2 more. So 35, 36, and 37. Then that would be 37 minutes. Okay, let's move on to the next page. So we have to distinguish between AM and PM. And so it says the time for midnight until noon is AM, and the time for noon until midnight is PM. So for example, 9 a.m. is in the morning and 9 p.m. is in the evening, right? And this is an example, so we have to write the correct time, circle AM or PM. So it's 7 if you look at the hour clock, hour hand, it's at 7 o'clock, and then again 9. So 9 times 5 is 45, right? So it's going to be 45 minutes, which means that it's 7:45. And it says waking up. When do you wake up? In the morning, right? So it's not going to be PM, because PM is from noon to midnight. So it's going to be AM. Rest of them you can try. Okay, thank you.